Listín Diario editorial for April 25th of 2022. Who pays for the broken dishes? Paying for the broken dishes that others broke with mistakes, incompetence, or lack of capacity to exercise public functions is one of the latent risks that a president, a minister, or a military superior faces every day, even if they have not been directly responsible for the errors. These mistakes often undermine the reputation and quality of governance, especially if they are not corrected in time by applying the appropriate corrective measures, or if those responsible for reasons or personal affection or political commitments are not admonished or dismissed if the errors have been serious. It can happen because neither the president nor his subordinates are infallible, that a ministerial or military authority makes decisions without measuring consequences for the image or integrity of the government's strategic plan, or orders measures without consultation under the belief that it enjoys power, autonomy, and free will to do so. When these errors become recurrent, allowed, or not corrected in time, their simple sum becomes a factor of measurement and acceptance of the government, generally detrimental to the first figure and his management history, without necessarily breaking those dishes was his doing. In one of his memoirs, former U.S. President Richard Nixon addresses the dilemmas that plague a head of a state when one of his collaborators has failed or is shown to be incompetent for the job, and he does not hesitate to advise his immediate departure from the government, although that decision hurts his soul. A recent episode, such as the brutal outrage of the ombudsman and members of the press, was enough for a stain to be unexpectedly attached to the clean sheet of respect for freedom of expression that President Abinader has assumed as sacred doctrine. With the same truculence, uniform authorities have ignored the police and military reform efforts in which the president is firmly committing excesses against the integrity of the rights of the people that call into question the official line that has been lowered. In the same way, delays or non-compliance with works or presidential initiatives due to the indifference or little interest of those responsible for executing them also join the list of complaints or dissatisfaction that equally affect the image of a government. The more dishes are broken without drastic sanctions for the guilty, the higher the cost of paying for them, whoever falls on such an undesirable burden. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translations by Indira Rodriguez.